Introduction. While we may not be able to control all that happens to us, we can control what happens inside us. Benjamin Franklin. As Benjamin Franklin suggests, while it is impossible at times to control the many things that happen, we do have some control over what happens inside our bodies. Our bodies are a reflection of our inner health. If we eat well and exercise, our bodies are more likely to perform well. When we eat junk food and forget to care for our bodies, fail to wash our hands, or engage in other activities that promote sickness, often we become sick. Most people give up during the winter with the feeling that it is impossible to stay healthy and not get sick. This simply isn't true. Your body may always be under attack, but you can fight back. No matter the time of year, your body is always susceptible to attack. It could be the common cold, the flu, food poisoning, or some other virus you contracted at the playground while watching your best friend's 4-year-old. Disease is everywhere. That doesn't mean you are powerless to control disease. There are many steps you can take to bolster your immune system yearly. What are these steps? We'll talk more about them later. First, you have to understand how disease works and when you are most likely to become ill. Once you understand this, everything else will fall into place. So, when are you most susceptible to illness? During winter, people are more likely to become symptomatic largely because they are indoors. Without adequate ventilation, anybody that stays indoors for any length of time is subject to attack. Some people are also sedentary more so in the winter than all other times during the year, when the weather is warm and inviting. If you find you are a couch potato during the cold winter months, you are probably more at risk for illness, unless you follow proper hygiene habits and ventilate your home daily. Even if you do this, there are no guarantees you will not get sick. If, however, your body is in good shape, you may be able to reduce the severity of your illness. Anyone can become sick any time of the year, however, even during the warm months of summer. While it sounds scary, there is good news. Our body's immune systems are always ready to attack foreign invaders. Unless your immune system is compromised, as is often the case with patients that have autoimmune disorders, the chances are not high you will have to fight the virus you contracted at your office party for months on end. Most people, even those that do not use medication, will overcome the common cold and similar viruses within a week to 10 days. If you do have a disease that compromises your immune system, you are more at risk for disease, but this does not mean you have to succumb to disease. You can still fight back, and you should fight back. The methods you employ to foster good health, however, may be more stringent than those offered in this guide alone. Be sure to talk to your healthcare specialist if you suffer from a disease that makes it difficult for your immune system to fight the common cold and other foreign invaders. There are, of course, many other organisms besides viruses that can attack your body, including bacteria. Fortunately, bacterial infections are typically treatable with antibiotics. While medication only alleviates symptoms in most viral attacks, medication usually wipes out bacteria or the cause of attacks in patients with these types of disorders. The problem with antibiotics are sometimes considered a panacea, which means people think they are a form of medicine capable of killing all forms of disease. This is not true. While there are many antibiotics available to treat disease, they are effective for killing diseases resulting from bacteria, not those forming from viruses. There is no antibiotic that helps cure a viral infection. If you take an antibiotic when you have a viral cold, you may build up antibodies so that when your body does fall ill because of a bacterial infection, the antibiotic your doctor normally might use may not work. Bacteria are organisms that grow, change, and mature. They are especially good at adaptation. This means they can adapt to their surroundings, becoming more powerful. When this happens, many antibiotics that used to be able to cure an infection are no longer able to. Today, there are only a handful of antibiotics available to treat some of the more dangerous diseases. This is largely due to overuse of antibiotics. Many doctors feel pressure to prescribe them to patients that demand an antibiotic to feel better. The patient does not sometimes realize the antibiotic may have a placebo effect, meaning they feel better even though their recovery has nothing to do with the antibiotic. Alternatively, the person may feel better because by the time they take the antibiotic, their body may already be successfully fighting the virus that first invaded the body. Antibiotics are not something to fool around with. If you can find a suitable solution to your ailment without using them, then use it, with your doctor's approval. Now that you understand how important it is to prevent illness and prepare your body to fight illness, let's see how you would go about doing just that. Can you bolster your immune system? It is possible to strengthen your body so you are less likely to develop a cold, or at least if you do, your body will return to health faster than the average bear. This guide is a tool anyone can use to help fight back against the common cold, flu, bacterial diseases, foodborne illness or poisoning, and more. Please note before we continue, if you are sick, you should always check in with your doctor or other medical health care provider. Your doctor or healthcare authority is the person in charge of your health. We've done our best to provide you with helpful and relevant information in this guide. However, the author and publisher of this guide are not doctors. Remember that. If you are taking any kind of medication or being treated for a specific illness or chronic disease, make sure you talk to your doctor about any of the tips provided before you start using them. Got it? Good. This book is a compilation of years' worth of research into the human body and the connection between mind, body, and spirit. No, we aren't talking religion in case you were wondering. What we mean is simple. By identifying the causes of illness rather than just treating the symptoms, you bolster your mind, your physical body, and your spirit, otherwise known as your gut or your subconscious. All human body systems work in harmony with each other, usually to help protect you from disease. While we can't infuse aromatherapy oils or vitamin C into the air filters at your job, we can provide you with some solid information about tools people have used successfully to bolster their immune systems. Keep in mind, every person is unique, so what works for one person may not work as well for another person. You must find out what methods or tools work best for you and your body. Always seek medical advice before attempting to treat or cure an illness. Remember that your doctor is the one person that is most qualified to diagnose an illness. Your doctor can tell you if he or she suspects a viral or bacterial infection. Now it is time to review the various tools available to you. These are tools anyone can use to help bolster their immune system. The tools and practices in this guide do not come with a guarantee. They may not work for everyone, but most people find these tools and techniques are beneficial and helpful for preventing disease or shortening the length of a disease that already exists, like the common cold, which really isn't that common. Are you ready to take a peek? Before you begin, go grab a highlighter. You may find parts of this book more helpful to you than others, so be sure to make a point to highlight them. You can, at the very least, create your own to-do or check-into list if you read about immune-boosting strategies you think will help you while you attempt to conquer your illness.